I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey got a radio show. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, man. Boy. Man, God has been good to me. I can't even, I can't even put it into words, man. But I try, though. I try. God does things for me just right on time. He's so cool with it. And I happen to run across Joel Osteen on television, like I often do all the time. And I was sitting there, and he had such a timely message for me. A part of it was something that I've said oftentimes about if you really, really want to be successful, if you really, really want to change, if you really, really want to prosper, if you really, really want to achieve greatness, if you really, really want to have something in life that's worth having, if you really, really want to accomplish your goals, you got to push through all of it. He said that when you get closer to it, the more difficult it becomes. Did you hear me? He said, the closer you get to what it is you want or you need or you have to have or you would love to be, it gets a little bit more difficult when you get closer. He told this story that's in the Bible that I'd never heard before. This is what he said. He said there was a man who was paralyzed, and he had heard that Jesus was speaking at a house. And so he wanted to get there, so he convinced 4 of his friends to put him on a stretcher and carry him for hours to get to this house where Jesus was speaking. He said that along the way, these friends said that they went along because he had so much faith that if he could just get to him, it could be better. That he could, if he could just get over there and he could see him, that he might have a shot at getting healed. And so he said they took out along the way and they walked for hours. And then when they got there, the house was completely filled with people. It was packed wall to wall. There was absolutely no way for the men to get him on that stretcher in to see Jesus. This is a story that Joel Osteen said is in the Bible, and we was telling it. No, I'm just repeating the parts of it I gathered. And so he said they sat there and they went, wow, man, we walked all this way and it's full and we can't get there. He said, and then the guy with the affliction told the 4 men, if you get up on the roof and cut a hole in it and lower me down, I bet I could see him then, and I bet it'll be all right. Now, he then said, you must imagine how these 4 men must have felt when you carry somebody for hours on the way they had to carry some cloth connected by a couple of sticks. Said the men's shoulders had to be bruised, had to have deep gouges in them, not cuts, but just indentations where they had carried the weight of this grown man for so many hours. And they looked at him in disbelief, like, man, what are you talking about? We done walked all this far. He said, yeah, but if you get up on that roof and you cut a hole in it and lower me down, I can see him. And when he see me, it'll be all right. After sitting there and imploring the men, they went up and did just that. And in the story that Joel Osteen said, the man was healed. But the point he was making was, he was saying that the closer you get to what it is you really want, the more difficult it's going to become. But you've got to push through. See, if you don't push through, you never know. See, you can't get right to the answer, and because it gets really difficult, start creating those little sayings that we got as people. Well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I guess it wasn't the Lord's will. No, man, I guess you should not give up right now. I guess you should keep pressing. I guess you should do more. Because, see, in all of us, when you've had enough, I want you to know something. You do have a little bit more. In all of us, you can do one more. You know, that's one of my favorite things, and I heard Joel Osteen say it, and it kind of made me feel good. He said, I always feel like I can do one more anything. And I tell my friends all the time, I can do one more, man. I could do one more day. I can do one more anything. Now, here was the jewel that I never really knew that Joel Osteen and God sent to me. I needed to hear. He said that no matter what you're going through, no matter how long the challenge is you've been facing, God has an end date for it all. Did you hear me? No matter what you're going through, no matter what challenge you're facing, no matter what situation you've gotten yourself into, God has an ending date. All you got to do is keep pressing forward. All you got to do is hang in there. All you got to do is don't give up. All you have to do is don't turn back. There is an end date for all of it. Even when you think you've had enough. And boy, have I had this conversation with God on several things that I've been going through. And I've even told him, look, I got it, man. He said, just keep hanging on. There is an end date to whatever it is you're going through. There's an end date to your illness, your sickness, you're tired of being tired. There's an end date to this relationship that you can't seem to get through, beyond, over. That's like a cancer to you. There's an end date, but you've got to hang in there. You've got to keep pushing forward. You cannot turn around. You must not go back, because when God gets you through this and you break through to the other side, the reward and the benefit is far greater than the struggle. I oftentimes look at some of the things that God has brought me through in my worst times. And when he brought me through, I went, wow, man. Now that I understand that, now that I'm on the other side and I have the benefit of the reward for it, would you do it all again to get there? Yes, I would.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, monkey trainers, everybody involved in any zoologist, anybody that does marine biology, work with whales and sea turtles. Now, have your undivided attention, please. And I know I have your attention because ain't nobody never talked to you directly. Who know anybody work with sea turtles? Well, Jacques Cousteau was one of my favorite people when I was growing up as a young boy. We are here in the world of the lost oceans, and people say, for the times. I used to love that old French dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I loved him like I loved the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I loved him like I love starting my day. I like starting my day with gratitude. If you start with gratitude, it affects your attitude. Change your attitude. It's in direct correlation with your altitude. Get your tude in order, man. Shirley Strawberry. Carla the Pharrell. The mouth of the whole damn South. Mississippi Monica. Junior. Better known as Kill Spates, but more known as Junior. And ladies and gentlemen, the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Lord have mercy. Junior, what's on your mind today?
Okay, man, let's talk about this, man. Let me ask you something. I heard a quote, man. It really kind of took me back. It said, if you think the cost of success is high, wait until you get the bill from regret.
For regret.
Man.
Yes, sir. I know that quote very well. If you think the cost of success is high, wait until you get the bill for the cost of regret.
Man.
Junior?
Yeah,
You
I
need
was
that.
just saying, did you have to pay these prices for
Oh,
regret?
oh, absolutely. You know, man, you will oftentimes be presented with crossroads in your life, a way you everybody gets them all the time. You can go right or you can go left, but you just can't go straight no more. You got to go this way or that way, and you have to make a decision. Now, going the right way, not meaning to your right, but going the right way, making the right choice is always the harder choice. When you choose not to go the hardest way, when you choose to take the soft route, the easy route, but the route that was intended for you that had the most reward was the hard route, and you choose that particular day to take the easy route. Oh, let me explain something. Oh, it would have been harder, but Lord have mercy, when you make that easy turn and you find out later on up the road, because all roads meet again, what would have happened had you taken the harder road and you took that easy road? As hard as the hard road would have been, oh my God, you have to sit there and kick yourself. The regret that it's incredible. And it's piercing. And sometimes it takes years to recover from that. And I've hated that, man, when I've done that. So I learned after a while, just go the route that's the hardest route, the one you're supposed to take. Because ain't no need of living in regret. That ain't easy. Success is hard, but not being successful is a lot harder.
All right. Well, thank you, guys. Coming up next, it is Run That Prank Back with the Nephew, coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is that time for the Nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Neff?
My auntie's bike, Shirley. I have my auntie's bike, and we're going to keep it real stupid on the replay for you this morning, and then I'll be back in an hour and be stupid again, all right? But right now, my auntie's bike. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vaughn.
Yes, Vaughn?
Hey man, this K-Dub, man. Listen, do you know somebody that live on?
Yeah, my mama stay on. Hey, who is this?
Hey, this K-Dub, man. My auntie, Miss Tinsley, she live on. Now my auntie say you came over here and stole a bicycle and some other stuff out of her garage.
Okay, hold up. Well, first of all, who is you, man? I stole a bike out of somebody's garage. Who is this? Who is K? I don't know no K-Dub.
This is K-Dub, man. My auntie, Miss Tinsley, live down the street from your mama. And my auntie just got you telling me you the one came over here and took a bike and a toolbox or something out of that garage.
Man, first of all, I don't even know no damn Miss Tinsley. And second of all, I don't steal. Your auntie, Miss Tinsley, say I stole something out of her garage. Put her on the phone, man. Put your auntie on the phone. I ain't stole nothing from nowhere. I ain't got to steal.
She can't talk. My auntie can't talk to you.
Why she can't talk? She say I stole something.
No, my auntie deaf. She sign language me and told me that you the one stole the bike.
Your auntie deaf and she told you, she sign language you and said I stole the bike.
Hold on, wait just a minute.
How you get my number?
Hold on,
How
wait
you
a minute,
get my
man. She
number,
sign
right?
language with me now. Hold on. Okay, she say quit all that damn lying. You know damn well you the one that stole the bike.
Hey man, hold on. So your auntie is cussing me out through you in sign language. That's you telling me that I done stole the damn bike. Say, man, hey, first of all, how the hell you even get my number, man?
I got your number from some people that live down the street that say that I asked them for Miss, ain't your mama Miss?
Yeah, Miss, my mama.
Okay, well, look, man, the people down the street evidently knew your number. I told them I needed to talk to you. Soon as my auntie told me that you was the one that stole the bike out the garage. Now, look, I ain't trying to have no problem. I just need you to bring the bike. Hey, man, all that. Can you sign language back to your auntie? Yeah, I can sign language back to her.
Tell her that I said that I ain't stole no bike. How about that? Tell your auntie I ain't stole no damn bike.
Right now, man. Hold on.
I'm a grown man.
I'm trying to tell her right now. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. She's saying something. She said your black is lying, and you know damn well you got that bike.
Man, look here, man. You, your damn auntie, that street with nobody on that street except for my mama. I'm a grown man. What the I gotta steal a bike for? Yo, deaf. She must be dumb too. She deaf and dumb. She think I stole something. I don't even know y'all. Who the are
My
you?
auntie ain't deaf and dumb, dude, okay? My auntie don't never lie. And if Miss Tinsley say that somebody took something, that dog, she telling the truth. My auntie don't be lying, and just to be lying, why she just gonna lie on you? Why she gonna pick you out?
Man, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I ain't got no reason to steal no bike. Now I got a car that ain't paid for. I'm a grown man. I'm trying to get custody of my son. So I'm gonna come in somebody's garage and steal a bike. Is you crazy? You crazy as she is, man. Get out my line with that.
Hold on. My auntie talk.
I don't give a what she's saying.
Wait a minute, man. I'm trying to see what she's saying. She say that black know damn well he took that bike, and he better bring that damn bike back.
Okay, that's that. Look at man. I don't know why you still on my line, man. I ain't took no bike. The dumb ain't is lying. Is she even
Hey, man, hey, dog. Let me tell you something. You gonna respect my auntie? You hear me?
Hey man, you gonna respect me? You call my phone with that. I'm here trying to get my together. You call me some. Hey, who are you? Who the are you? I don't know who this is. I don't know.
I'm K-Dub, man. I'm K-Dub. Everybody know K-Dub.
I ain't never heard of no K-Dub on in my life. My mama been staying on for 15 years. I ain't never heard no K-Dub. I ain't heard no Miss Tinsley. I ain't heard about no deaf lady. I ain't seen no bike. Get the off my line, man.
Hey, man, see, you gonna make me go down and steal something out of Miss house if you don't bring that damn bike back.
Oh, you got me bring somebody to my mama house if you want to. I'm on my way over there. Bring somebody to my mama house. My family is gonna be over for you. The deaf dumb ain't you got. Whoever down there gave you my number. Everybody, you got me up. We'll blow this up. I'll that street up. You go by my mama house. You better not step in my mama grass. You come by my mama plant. I'm gonna you up. You got me up. You gonna turn me to the dark side. I'm on my way right now. I don't know how we still on the phone.
Wait a minute. What you say? My auntie say ain't nobody scared of your.
Ow, that crazy. Say, tell your deaf auntie to bring her outside, and I'll bet you she hear them licks I'm gonna be putting on your. Yo, I'll beat your. She gonna be undeaf today. I bet she get cured when she see me whooping your.
Hey man, hey, look, I ain't coming by myself, homie. Tommy gonna be there with me. Tommy gonna help me whoop your ass.
Who the is Tommy? Tommy who?
Tommy, man, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your mama, Miss Vera.
That's that right there, man. My mama, no, I don't like nobody with him, man. God,
your mama say, my son love me to death. He don't let nothing. He take care of me. He don't let nothing go wrong with me. He don't let nobody mess with me. He said, all you got to do is act like you gonna do something to his mama.
Oh man, well I hope she heard that. I hope she hear me cousin like I did, man. God, I'm in the mirror sweating. I'm mad for real. Y'all did this one, man. I swear to God, I wasn't myself. Don't judge me, man. Tell my mama she wrong for that too, dude. What's up, nephew?
What up, baby? You off the chain, boy. You off the chain. You just like me,
man,
boy. You love your mama. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I gotta ask you, man, one more thing. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, without a doubt, man. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. With Nephew Tommy, man. Without a doubt.
Hey man, tell Miss Vera I said, hey, all right.
We're gonna go drop off that little $200, but she wanna play games though. You know what I'm saying? It might be on her now,
All right, nephew.
First dose of stupid. First dose.
Yeah. Early in the morning.
Strong,
All right,
too.
coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
At the top of the hour in entertainment news, Neo asked for privacy amid his cheating scandal. Rapper Mystical is arrested for sexual assault. All right, we'll get into those stories at the top. Right now, it's time for Ask the CLO. CLO stands for Chief Love Officer. That would be one. Steve Harvey. Brianna in Teaneck writes, when I was 20 years old, my parents got back together and I was overjoyed. I'm 32 now and my parents are getting a divorce because my mother cheated. For years, she told me my father was a garden tool and it was her all along. Now that I've sided with my dad, she's upset with me. Should I care?
Well, let me ask you a question. when did you decide that it was necessary to take sides? You know, for years you listened to her saying your daddy was a God too, and the whole time it was her. Now you sided with your daddy. Now she's mad. Should you care? Why stop taking sides? What is it in you that? What is it that? What you win for taking a side? What's the prize for picking the winner and picking a dog in this fight? Both them dogs is your parents, and neither one of them stops being mama or daddy to the day you leave this earth. But you 32. Stop picking sides.
So let them work it out on their own, and just
You,
let them
you can
be her
feel
parent.
however you want to feel, but you ain't got to pick a side. It ain't your fight. It's really
Right.
not. They're getting a divorce. You're not finna. You're 32. You're not getting a divorce. They are. You're 32. Divorce affects you when you live in that house. You're on your own. They're getting a divorce. Divorce is good for some people, but get out of it. Get out. Damn.
Yeah.
Stop.
Let them handle it. Yeah. Stay out of their marriage. Okay. Dorian in Orlando says, I have a twin brother and he's single and I'm about to get married. We've done some crazy things as brothers and my fiance doesn't know that side of me. My twin suggested I tell my future wife about my wild side before she moves to our hometown and she hears about me. Should I fill her in or not?
Hell no. What's wrong? Your stupid ass brother. He dumb. Fill her in for what? Before she move here and here. Hear what?
The wildness. When they were
Okay,
wild.
when she hear it, then
I thought they
what?
think alike.
You got a damn twin?
Tell him it was him.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't me.
Boy, don't listen to your dumb ass brother. So go in here and fill her in. For what? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? You're going to walk in your house, start a fire in the middle of the living room floor, and hope it stay in the living room. Boy.
Is the twin jealous, dog?
No, he think he helping him. See, they stupid. I think we talking about a couple stupid twins. You know, you can have stupidity in a set. You know, it ain't no just one-offs. You can have more than one stupid child.
Don't fill her in. All right, moving on to Shan in D.C. Shan writes, my good girlfriend is our realtor, and there have been times when I can't leave work, so my husband has toured houses without me. Yesterday, she called him to go see a house, but she didn't call or text me, so I went off. She said it was a big mistake. Now, do you think it was on purpose, or was it really a mistake?
Well,
Nice. Empty house.
you know,
Be quiet, nephew.
could have been a mistake.
Uh-huh.
You know, ask your husband to come see this house because, you know, could it have been around the same time y'all was supposed to see another house and you wasn't available then? But the problem with women is, and y'all know this is true,
What?
she know she supposed to tell her girl,
Uh-huh.
I'm finna call your husband about this house. You already know you supposed to, just to hold down confusion. Because you would want a phone call from her.
Yes.
Because women don't play that.
No.
Good girlfriend.
Nice, clean.
Now, let me explain something to you.
You're not calling my husband
You can't call my girl.
on your
Yeah,
Talking about
without
hooking
going
up.
through me.
No, dog, wait a minute, hold up, dog. What?
right.
You got to go through you.
we
Well,
just
you
Exactly.
know,
gonna run to the-
dog.
we just gonna
Well,
run
you
to
know,
the store
dog. You
right
be
quick.
working all the time, and everybody know that. Everybody know that. They got articles about that. I ain't okay, but
Not
why?
articles.
Yeah,
Yeah, article. I like it. Go
bruh.
ahead.
So what is you calling her for?
Right.
I'm just gonna take her to Nemo's, dog. We just gonna run to Nemo's right quick. That's all.
She don't need you to take her to Neiman's. She got her own money, her own card. She got her own car. She got a driver. Hold up. You finna
Go to
take
Paris.
Neiman's will come to her. Okay.
boy, man, I ain't falling for none of that.
All right.
You know how these streets are, man. I'm just trying to look out for you, dog. That's all.
Okay.
Look somewhere else.
You got
All right,
one more,
let's get to
Cheryl?
this next one because these young people need help. This young girl. Zoe in Kansas says, my boyfriend and I are 26. This is the last one, Steve. And we've been dating 6 months. I'm not ready for sex, and he keeps saying he's going to cheat on me. But then he says he's joking. Is he trying to trick me into sex by threatening me?
Yes.
Is this normal
Yes.
guy behavior,
yes.
or is he playing games with my head and my heart? What should I do?
No, it's all above is what you just said.
Games.
Is he playing games? He's trying to trick you out of sex? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You told him y'all been together 6 months. He gonna cheat on you. He just joking. He already. What? Little girl. These dudes, they not made like this no more. You know, unless he done committed to being a priest or he's somewhere in a retreat. I don't know what it is.
Monk.
They don't do this no
The
more.
oath of celibacy.
Yeah, unless he in a
Black
monastery
monks.
or he up in the hills of Tibet. I don't really know these dudes doing it like this. So yes, it's all of the above, young lady. He's trying to play with your head, tricky. He ain't playing with your heart. He trying to get in your head. He ready for sex. It's been
Stand your
6
ground.
months. I can't even, you can stand your ground. But now, is he playing these games? Is he trying to get you to change your mind? Yes. Is he trying to convince you otherwise? Yes. Did he drop a little hint? I cheat. Maybe that'll get her off her stance. All the above is true. And you have to go from there. I don't know this guy, but I know he is a guy.
Yeah. Is he trying to trick me into sex by threatening me?
Now, I don't know these young dudes out here that's holding off with no sex for 6 months. I don't know who they are.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
What? I didn't
All
hold
right.
off. Hell.
6 days is a stretch. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Great advice. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Neo joined us here, we remember, on the show last week to promote his new album. But over the weekend, we were saddened and quite stunned to hear about cheating rumors after his wife, Crystal Renee, blasted him on social media in a long post. Crystal wrote, 8 years of life and deception, 8 years of unknowingly sharing my life and husband with numerous women who sell their bodies to him unprotected, every last one of them. To say I'm heartbroken and disgusted is an understatement. That was only a snippet of what she wrote, and she ended it by calling Neo a narcissist. Neo then posted, Neo, by the way, liked that post. He liked her post. Then he posted a response to the cheating allegations on Twitter, saying, for the sake of our children, my family, and I will work through the challenges behind closed doors. Personal matters are not meant to be addressed and dissected in public forums. I simply ask that you please respect me and my family's privacy at this time.
Things
So,
you say when you got caught cheating.
they are going through.
Yeah, the privacy part gonna be rough, dog. I feel for you because I really do like Neo, and he said he had wrote that song to his wife.
Yeah,
on the album
yeah.
and everything. I feel bad for the cat. I feel bad for
Yeah,
her.
for their
You know,
for their marriage. Yeah. I mean, we hate to see families break up like this, and quite frankly, it should be handled privately, don't you think,
Privately.
Steve?
No, it doesn't work
Not
that
on
way
social
anymore.
media. Yeah,
No, it doesn't work
You're
anymore
right.
because these young people now, this generation of we gonna share all our stuff on now. It's hard to heal on online
Yeah, in a public
because now
forum.
the comments.
Yeah.
You a fool, girl. You need to leave him. I saw him here and here and here. It ain't no help because now this is the demise of something. And when it comes
Right.
to the demise of something, that's the internet's specialty.
Yeah. Well, moving on to New Orleans, a New Orleans-based rapper Mystical, whose real name is Michael Tyler, was arrested for the third time for alleged sex crimes, and he has been charged with first-degree rape, false imprisonment, simple robbery, domestic abuse, and criminal property damage. Mystical spent 6 years in prison after a 2004 arrest for sexually assaulting his hairstylist, and he had to register as a sex offender upon his release. Then back in 2017, Mystical was detained again for an alleged sexual assault against a female in a Shreveport casino, but those charges were eventually dismissed. Wow.
Oh, again,
Jesus,
huh?
Yeah, this is,
Yeah, this is messed up, man. 'Cause
it
this
really,
is-
really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was an old post when I first saw it.
That's what I
it
thought,
was-
Shirley.
Yeah, I
swear
thought it was an
thought
old
that.
post. Yeah.
Again and
Again,
again and again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
This some
man.
old sounded like R. Kelly 2.0 type stuff. This
Yeah.
repeated behavior.
Yeah,
again
pattern.
and
Uh-huh.
again.
The pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible for the victims. Horrible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so moving on to Florida A&M. Terica Williams, a recent Florida A&M University graduate, went viral this week after she posted a fully nude picture of herself in front of FAMU's esteemed Rattler statue. She captioned the picture with the message about body positivity and how she was frowned upon for dressing provocatively while she was pursuing her career. She ended her caption with, "As I'm standing here with my master's degree at the tender age of 24, I am the living proof that clothes do not define you. I encourage everyone to embrace their bodies and step outside social norms." FAMU's administration issued a statement that the university is aware of the picture and the incident is currently under investigation. Did you guys see the picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful girl, beautiful body, and
I mean, it's under investigation. What? The evidence, that's the snake.
the famous Rattler, yeah,
That's her.
statue, yeah.
She posted it.
Mhm.
On the yard.
You know, the sad thing about this is for this young lady is whatever her master's
24.
degree is,
Mhm.
is, you're going to have to go out now and earn a living. Now, unless you're going to be in the nude photo business, if you're trying to get a corporate job, they're going to go to your social media page.
gonna
see that.
This
Follow you
lives
everywhere you
forever,
go.
and I think this may be damaging in the long run, or somebody's going to use it to their advantage.
I
Yep.
wish my daughter would.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Steve?
I wish she'd have thought this over
Me too.
Yeah,
a little
because
bit more.
her point was she's living proof that clothes do not define you.
You
Because she
can
was
make
criticized.
that point in another
Yeah.
way.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly.
if she was being criticized, she claims, for dressing provocatively.
Yeah, she was.
So
yeah.
now I'm gonna take all of them off.
Right.
Where we going with the point?
Yeah.
Clothes
She was
don't
trying to make a
define,
point.
but nudity do though. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
this, little sister. Clothes might not define you, but nudity damn sure do.
Mhm.
But
And
y'all ain't
when
got
we
no.
are women of color,
That's
it
what
doesn't
I'm
work out the
saying.
same for us as it does other women.
No,
Paris Hilton
no.
built a career off of it. Kim Kardashian
Yes.
built a career off of it.
Mhm.
You look at the girl that was with Hugh Grant, and her career went downhill. I'm gonna just tell you something. I love Halle Berry, but ever since she did Monster Ball and just showed her breasts, it ain't been the same for her.
Wow. Yeah, we need to think
It
these
ain't been the
things
same
through.
for her.
All right.
I forgave her.
I mean, what she
Coming
did
up-
wasn't that bad, but man,
But that was
they just-
acting.
They
That
treat
was-
us
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
role too.
hmm Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the nephew has a question for you, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Tommy, what's going on? You want to ask your uncle a question?
Oh,
What is
man.
it now, Tommy?
Listen, my wife. No, hold up.
Wait, what?
Careful.
My friend's wife.
Oh,
Okay.
you're asking for a friend. Okay.
My friend's wife is the worst, and I won't say the worst driver, but just drives too damn fast.
Reckless.
Every time every time they together, okay,
Uh-huh.
driving
Get
too
this
damn
together.
fast. And it's at the point now where he wants to go to church in a separate car. When it's time to go to dinner, he want to go, you know, in a separate car. It's just gotten out of control because it's just too damn fast. Mm-hmm. How do we fix this issue? Is there a way to resolve it? But that's been his takeaway. He's just gonna drive himself where he want to go.
Yeah. Asking for a friend, right?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. You need to get your thoughts together.
Yeah.
I really should have rehearsed that. I apologize.
Yes,
First of all, you's a damn fool for just the way you phrased this whole thing. Because it is quite obvious who this friend's name is.
You are the friend.
For starters. Next, I don't know how you going to be able to fix this because you've gone public with it. I oftentimes suggested to people that you keep your relationship business off social media. And even though this isn't on social media, what you just said, you are over free international airwaves. Everything we say is recorded and reserved and placed up in the archives of cyberspace. So therefore, I don't understand the point. Now, to answer your question, it's really not a damn thing you can do.
So you just sit in there and ride like that?
Well, what you go? Let me ask you a question. How is the complaining working out for you? Because when you make them mad, they go faster. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? So it's better just going to take the speed that they was going to do it at. Because pissed off speed is always fast.
Explain 40 miles an hour and looking in the back seat at one of them kids and take 4 seconds before you turn back around. Explain that to me.
Marjorie has driven, and I thought it was too fast.
Yeah.
Now, before I say something to make her mad, and she step on the gas faster, I just sit there, and what I do is I look down. I don't even watch the houses and telephone poles going by. I just look down.
All right. Coming up next, we got to talk to Sister Odell at 34 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, she is here. She doesn't come by as often, but we're so happy when she does because she sets everything straight. She has an opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sister Odell.
I said, well.
She's filled with
Well. Well.
All right.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Wow. Good morning,
Sister Odell. Glad y'all having me in here. Hey, Carly.
Hey, Sister Odell, how you doing?
Shirley, how's you today?
I'm well. Thank you, Sister Odell. I'm well.
The country girl, Mississippi.
She stepped away.
She's waving.
Okay. Junior.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Hi, boy. And Thomas.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, boy. Good. What's going on today?
Well, how are you, Sister Odell?
Well, I'm pretty good. You know, had a little sore hip because of the weather. You know, when it rained, my hip.
Yes, ma'am.
You know.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
just
okay.
for rain, you know.
Okay. Well, Sister Odell, we have someone that may need your prayers. You heard about the preacher that got robbed in New York at gunpoint?
Yes.
He was at church, he and his wife? Yeah.
Yes.
You heard about it? Your thoughts?
Well, you know.
Did you know him?
No, I don't go to churches like that.
Oh,
what do you
like? What?
What do you mean?
I don't like flashy preachers, you know. Standing on GuccI and all this here. Didn't you see the one where he put it out on the internet where he got on the he showed a prayer closet?
Yes, ma'am.
And there wasn't none there. Who was he in there praying for? He was praying for all the designers. You're supposed to be praying for your flock.
He in there just pointing at stuff, Fendi, Gucci, Lou and them,
Louis and them.
who was all them other people? Dolce Gabbana and them, and Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I don't. There's some
Balenciaga.
French people. They just, what is he? What is he showing his closet for? And then violating the Lord's name, talking about it's a prayer closet. What is you praying for? What? I ain't seen you in there praying for nothing.
Exactly.
All them logos and everything, everywhere. Do you wear anything just got regular colors on it? See, when you see people that's got to have a name on everything, that's all right every now and then, the nice get to do one of them VL purses and stuff like that. Them is nice to have.
Because you said VL. It's LV.
Well, sometimes this dyslexia kicks in.
Oh.
But
Do you have a designer
Steve
bag?
dresses in designer stuff all the time, we see
Steve
him
can do
all
it
the
like
time.
he want to. Steve go to work every day. He ain't pass around collection plate.
Oh, that's the difference.
He can do what he want to do. When you pass around collection plate, you need to look like you need something. You need to quit looking like you done took something. You need to start looking like you need something.
Okay. All right.
I ain't finna do all that. Steve go to work every day. Steve wear the clothes that he wear. Yes, Carly?
Do you have any designer bags, handbags?
Girl, yes. Girl, I bought this bag, GuccI bag.
A what?
What?
What kind?
GuccI.
GuccI.
We're not familiar
Sister
with that
Odell?
designer.
The Gucci.
Oh, Gucci.
Gucci. Oh.
Gucci. You have a Gucci bag?
That Gucci.
I got one of them. I found that down at the swap meet.
Oh, did you?
Girl, I got a deal.
It's not
on that
real,
thing
Sister
right there.
Odell. I don't
What you
think.
mean it ain't real? It's real to me.
Hey, Sister Odell, we got to get out of here. Thank you for joining us.
All right, well then, since that's all I'm in here for, this church news. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is Kathy's baby boy, Nephew Tommy. He's gonna do another prank. I'm just surprised he ain't got his ass whooped yet.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is fight or flight. But right
Fight
now,
or flight?
we'll get into that in a minute.
Or fight on the flight. Which one is it?
Let's hope not. We'll get into it in a few minutes to find out what that's all about. Because right now, it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us today, Neff?
Well, Shirley, there comes a time when a child is not doing well in school and you have to repeat a particular grade.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Been held back, as they would say back in the day. They held you back. You got to repeat. And sometimes it happens early. Sometimes it will happen in pre-K. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow.
Pre-kindergarten. Pre-K. So this right here is your son going back to pre-K. Going back to pre-K. There's some things that he's not doing well, and we want to work on it. But your son, I hate to say it, is going back to pre-K. Cat Dog, if you would.
Hello.
Yes, I'm trying to reach Miss Thomas, please.
This is Miss Thomas. Who is this?
My name is Mr. Stapleton. I'm actually the principal over at elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my records indicating that your son, Thomas, is going to be starting his first grade.
Mm-hmm. He's ready. My baby's ready.
Right. Listen, Miss Thomas, I've been going through actually all of the children's records that will be starting school, and I'm looking at your son's grades from his kindergarten year.
Mm-hmm. And he did good. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, there's been a few, I actually spoke with the teacher who he was under in kindergarten, and it seems like he just really wasn't up to par as the rest of the children.
Now his conduct, now he talks, but he gets his work. So what else is she saying on that ain't right?
Well, what it seems to be, ma'am, is that his grades weren't up to par as the rest of the other children. She did tell me he was a disobedient child.
No, he's disobedient and talking two different things. Come on.
Okay. Well, ma'am, listen, what we've decided here is we're going to let little actually do another year of kindergarten.
Oh, no, y'all ain't going to let him do another year of kindergarten. No, sir.
Ma'am, that's the only choice I have
sorry.
after looking.
No, we got our letter in the mail with our report card the week after school started, and it said on the back, promoted. And if I got to get up off this couch and go get it, I'm going to be off, because I'm telling you right now, we will be in the first grade. Kindergarten wasn't that hard. I'm not sure what they told you about him, but it must be the wrong.
Well, ma'am, from my understanding, he doesn't color as well as the rest of the kids. He's all out of the lines when he colors. He doesn't know his numbers completely, and that's kind of what we need when you first come into the first grade.
No, when I can show you on this paper, he did satisfactory all the way through. Now you about to me off, and I'm already sick, calling me with some about my son flunking kindergarten. He ain't that kind of
He does not color well, ma'am.
Listen, coloring ain't got nothing to do with the daggone kindergarten. He is going to the first grade, and I'll be down there on August 24th.
Ma'am, I will not be able to allow you to get into school on August 20th.
I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you what, let me go in and get my pencil and pen, because I don't live that far from this school. And if y'all already down there causing some conflict, I need to get up and go down there, because I'm not telling my baby when he come home today that he ain't going to the daggone first grade.
Ma'am, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to refuse education from him on August 24th.
You know what? I just went back and put him in public school. I know that was a mistake in the first place. Fooling with y'all talking about some coloring. Give me your name again, sir.
Stapleton, ma'am.
And what's that number down there?
The number here is actually area code.
Wait a minute. I got the number. Never mind. I pulled up this report card. I got the number and your name on the back of this paper. I tell you what, August 24th, we'll be coming in there going to school, and I might make a trip around there this evening when I come from the doctor.
Ma'am,
to make sure that
the
you
bottom
show the right
line,
stuff.
ma'am, is I'm not
I don't want to hear that. Coloring ain't got nothing to do with nothing else.
But it's
I'm
not
sorry.
only coloring. His arithmetic is bad.
I'm sorry. No,
Are you working with him at home? Are
no,
you doing
listen,
anything
I
as
work
a
with my
parent?
son at home every day. What you trying to say? I'm an incompetent parent?
I'm just asking, as a parent, are you working with your child?
Yes, I'm working with my child every day. He can read better than you, probably.
No, he can't read, but I'm the
yes,
principal.
He can read better than you, because obviously you read that wrong on that paper that he's supposed to be going back to kindergarten, when I know the paper said for me it's going to the first grade. And I'm not listening to no more of this about him going backwards. Now, if you got a problem with your paperwork, maybe you need to go talk to your secretary or somebody in there that wrote my baby name down.
Your son's name, Thomas, ma'am.
I know it ain't him, baby. I know it ain't him. You're not going to sit up and tell me my son is flunking kindergarten. He is not going back to that kindergarten.
Don't bring your son down here August the 24th. Do you hear me?
I tell you what, be ready to whip me and my husband. But we will be down there August 4th, backpack, shoes, uniform, everything. You hear me?
I will not be able to allow him an education.
Are you down there right now? I will come down there right now and make that correction on that paper for you.
Can you bring
my baby is not going back to no kindergarten for no coloring.
Can you bring him down here and let him color for me so I can...
You talking about coloring, arithmetic, and all this stuff? No, No, I'm sorry. We will be down there August the 24th. I will have this report card in my hand that says you have been promoted to the first grade, and he's going to have a smile on his face, and so are you.
I got one more thing I need to tell you, man. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening. You ain't saying nothing yet. You better say something that sounds like the first grade, because I'm not playing. I would go down to this daggum administrative office, and I had fired because my son will be in that first grade.
Who are you raising your voice at? Who are you raising your voice at?
I'm talking to you. You talking crazy to me. I'm talking crazy to you.
What?
I'm a grown woman. I don't need to be explaining to you why I'm trying to defend my son.
Did you graduate?
Honey, I am a college degree person. I have a great job. My husband and I do well for ourselves and for our children, and that's why we know.
You're not even at work right now, man.
Listen, I'm sick, fool. I told you that when you called here. Waiting on the doctor to call me now. I'm probably missing my phone call.
Can you color? Because your son can't color.
Can I color? What kind of question is that to ask me, can I color? What are you, white or black? You asking me something. You asking me, am I colored?
No, I asked you, can you color? Like
no,
your son
I hear
can't.
some racist lines in there, can you color? No, my coloring and me being colored ain't got nothing to do with none of this. Is this a race thing?
No,
that you trying to make sure you send him back?
No, I'm not trying to send him back. I want to send him back to color, to get his coloring together.
I tell you what, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And if you are the head person down there now, you are incompetent and you are an illiterate. Call me and tell me that my son has to go back to the first grade.
I got one more thing. You know what?
Me mixed up. I tell you what, I'm through with this conversation.
I'm through with this. I'm going to say one more thing, and I'm going to be out of here. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend, Felicia.
I'm going to beat Felicia's. I am going to beat her. Mother, you about to get tore out the frame. I mean, I'm writing numbers and everything, and I'm recording everything. I'm going to beat her because she know I don't play when it comes to my kids. Okay, that's all right.
All right, babe. One more question now. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
So you got to know how to color. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to color inside them lines, if you can't keep that little crayon inside them lines, that lets me know that you are not ready for kindergarten.
Okay.
Okay, you got to go back to pre-K, but she wasn't having that at all. So
at all, not her baby.
That makes sense.
You don't know how therapeutic it is when somebody just cuss me out on the phone. You don't know what it feels like. It's a beautiful thing.
Let you know you did a good job.
I know I'm doing my job. I know I'm on point because the cussing is the payoff. It's the payoff. Okay? You know, it's been a few that I couldn't play for y'all. It's like, when I see you, Tommy, that's your ass. I got it. But when you really gonna see me?
Playing now.
I mean,
yeah.
When you gonna see me?
We ain't playing.
Yeah, but if they do though.
When they gonna see you, you gonna tell them. Coming to a theater near you. You out.
I'm just saying, man, let it go. It's just a prank, baby. And I prank in a nice way. Okay, I'm not malicious, but when I get you, I get you. Just laugh it off. That's all it is. But all this, when I see you, Tommy, that's your ass. Be ye ready. Okay, all right. But until then, we got a good prank out of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, nephew. Coming up next, today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, fight or flight. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com by clicking Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Yeah.
You heard what she said. It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject, fight or flight. Fight or flight. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 30-year-old flight attendant and I'm married to a 44-year-old professor. I met him when I was in grad school and we started dating after I got my degree. He was going through a divorce and we kept our relationship private until it was finalized. He has a 17-year-old daughter that found out on social media and she started a lot of chaos in our lives. She didn't show up at our wedding and it devastated my husband. He was upset that his ex-wife allowed her to skip the wedding. I was over her by that time, so I didn't care. Now she's about to turn 18 and asked if she can come live with us in Florida and attend a fashion school. I never answered my husband, and he eventually flipped out on me and made the executive decision to allow her to come. I fixed up our home office for her, and I moved my desk onto our sun porch. I was so irritated. She has been here 4 months and she has done exactly what I knew she was going to do. Now, when she's got an attitude, I leave and go to work. I take any flight available so I can get away from this girl. My husband and I argue because he says I'm not a positive role model for her. She's a grown woman to me, and she's got parents that failed her and allowed her to disrespect grown people. I told my husband that if she pops off at the mouth one more time, I'm going to pop her. He says I need to learn how to be a parent, and I told him I will as soon as he makes me one. I would rather work and deal with the plane full of needy passengers instead of dealing with a grown child. My husband told me that my fight or flight mentality is ruining us. He can't see that his child is divisive and ornery. Am I wrong, or does he need to put her out? Absolutely, yes, I think you're wrong. I do think you're wrong on so many levels here. I'll tell you why. It's simple. You are the adult. You keep calling her a grown woman. You keep saying she's grown, but she's really still a child. You're grown when you can pay your own way and when you can take care of yourself. And she's not doing that right now. She's in your home. She's living off you guys. She's living with you guys. You're also grown when you can face your problems head on. But what do? You run and jump on a flight and, as you say, deal with with a plane full of needy passengers rather than trying to fix a problem at the house. And yes, it is a problem because it's causing you and your husband to argue. Now, why would you let that happen? You two should present a united front to his daughter, making it impossible for her to come between you guys, because that is what's happening. That situation, you all are allowing to let it come between you. Stay home in the midst of all this and handle your situation. No more jumping on planes when you can't deal with it anymore. I say first you and your husband should talk, agree on some basic house rules. Then a family meeting should be called to let the daughter know about the new changes. And again, remember, you and your husband are on the same team and you guys are the adults. I mean, she needs to see that you guys are together. He's her dad, but he's your husband, which means it's your house and your rules. So as you know, she's welcome as long as she abides by the house rules. I mean, that means no attitudes, no popping off at the mouth, no disrespect of any kind. And let me say this, if she pops off at the mouth one more time, you're going to pop her. Don't pop her. That's not what this is all about. Don't do that. I mean, you know, she's angry. She's trying you and all of that, trying to come between her, but you don't have to take it there. You can be the bigger person here. You can invite her to lunch. You can do something fun with her, you know, and try to make peace with her. And like your husband said, be a role model for her. I think you should try that before you give up on this situation and start, you know, popping her and all that all together. Steve?
Wow. This is going to have a couple of twists and turns in it. I agree with what Shirley's saying about the letter. The real problem here is in the letter writer. That seems to be the real problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're a 30-year-old flight attendant and you're married to a 44-year-old professor. Now, see, I want you to understand something. The news got out some kind of way because this story got told because somebody knows he was your professor at the school. I met him when I was at grad school and we started dating after I got my degree. He was going through a divorce and we kept our relationship private until it was finalized. He has a 17-year-old daughter that found out on social media, and she started a lot of chaos in our lives. Well, the daughter found out what on social media? That you all were dating or you all had gotten married? I think she found out y'all was dating.
Mm-hmm.
So quite naturally, her and the mother are now blaming you as the cause of the divorce. That's how it always works, ain't it? Yes. So now, after they found out on social media, she started a lot of chaos in her lives. She didn't show up at our wedding, and it devastated my husband. He was upset that his ex-wife allowed her to skip the wedding. You mean his ex-wife didn't make her go to the wedding? His ex-wife wasn't there. So the ex-wife didn't make the daughter go to the wedding. What you mean allow her to skip it? She's 17. She didn't want to go down there because she figured you the reason her mom and daddy ain't together. And her mama done co-signed that because as soon as you start dating somebody, they go, oh, here she is right here. You the reason and you was dating and you younger. And you younger.
Hang on, Steve. Part 2 of your response is coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, fight or flight. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, fight or flight.
30-year-old flight attendant is married to a 44-year-old professor. She met the professor in grad school and they started dating after she got the degree. That's what she says. He was going through a divorce and we kept our relationship private until it was finalized. He got a 17-year-old daughter that found out on social media and she started a lot of chaos in her life. She was 17 then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now listen to this. She didn't show up at our wedding and it devastated my husband because he was upset that his ex-wife allowed her to skip the wedding. No, his ex-wife didn't make her go down there because the ex-wife and the daughter then came to the conclusion that this young girl you married is the reason why y'all got the divorce anyway. And that's exactly how it looks. And then when they found out about y'all's relationship on social media, that validated because it was only telling one story. Then you said I was over her by that time, so I didn't care. So now you didn't care that she come to the wedding because you over her by that time. It was a year of chaos and you was through with the girl. Now she's about to turn 18. So it wasn't even a whole year. Because now you say it was about to turn 18. You see how fast this is moving? But you left that out the letter, baby. Baby, you left that out the letter. After she finds out, then next thing she know, y'all getting married. And there's a 14-year age difference. And you were his student while he was a professor. And y'all were seeing each other while they still were married and not yet divorced because y'all kept it a secret. See how this worked? You see how this worked? Now she want to come live with y'all in Florida and attend the fashion school. I never answered my husband. He eventually flipped out on me and made an executive decision to allow her to come. It's his daughter. She want to come down there and stay with her daddy to go to fashion school. What you want him to say? Except yes. I fixed up a home office for her. I moved my desk into our sun porch. I was so irritated. You did all this begrudgingly. She has been there 4 months and she's done exactly what I knew she was going to do. Now she's got an attitude. Now when she's got an attitude, I leave and go to work. See, you're not explaining this. You're not explaining she did exactly what? You don't give us no information. I take a flight whenever available, anything to get away from this girl. My husband and I argue because he says I'm not a positive role model for her. She's a grown woman to me. Shirley's right. She's not a grown woman. She's 18. She's just not turning 18. She's a child. She don't get it. Now, you're an adult. You know what happened. You know why this girl mad. She's got parents that failed her and allowed her to disrespect grown people. Wait a minute. Respect. On social media, you dating her daddy that's divorcing her mama while they still married, that you kept it a secret. That's what you said. Respect. See, you want something you wasn't willing to give. See, little sister, that's how this game work now. This the grown folk game. I'm just giving it to you straight. I told my husband if she pops off at the mouth one more time, I'm going to pop her. And then what? And then what? Because she talking that you going to hit her in the mouth.
Now
so you going to resort
mom.
to violence. Girl, stop. He says I need to learn how to be a parent. I told him as soon as he makes me one. Wait a minute. Excuse me, parent? Parent? You 12 years older than this girl. At best, you can be her big sister. But parent, she has two parents. She not finna call you mama. Ain't none of this fitting to work. I'm going to have a suggestion for you in a second. I told him as soon as he makes me one, I would rather work and deal with a plane full of needy passengers instead of dealing with a grown child. You keep saying grown, but she a child.
She's not grown.
My husband told me that my fight or flight mentality is ruining us. He can't see that his child is divisive and ornery. Am I wrong, or does he need to put her out? First of all, he can't put his daughter out. Well, you're asking a man to not be a man. You're asking a father to not be a father. You're asking a man to show his daughter an example of man that he's hoping that one day she'll be able to find. Put her out. Are you kidding me?
She's the worst.
And you for asking that, what's wrong with your maturity level? No, he can't ask his daughter to leave. And no, he can't put her out. I'm telling you right here. Y'all, you never failed to mention in this letter that you all have ever had a sit down to discuss this, to work through it. Because you done went to your corner, decided you don't like her. You was through with her before she came to your house. And now you reaping what you sow. You remember how you got your man, don't you? There's a price for that.
All right, Steve, thank you. Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. Junior, what you got?
Well, the biggest sports story that's going on, Tommy, Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson has been suspended for 6 games after over 20 women accused him of being sexually inappropriate with them. The ruling was handed down on Monday and stated that Watson did violate the NFL's personal conduct policy. Both the NFL and the NFL Players Association will have the opportunity to appeal Watson's suspension, but the Players Association said they will not appeal it. Do you think 6 games is too light? Is it? How was the suspension be viewed?
He mad about the 6.
Well, I don't think the 6 is too light, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know for a fact that this lawyer that was hired to bring down Deshaun Watson by the owner of the Texans, who he lives right next door to, after Deshaun Watson said he didn't want to play. Now,
okay,
did he sexually assault anybody? Not according to any of the charges and not according to any of the evidence. And nobody's saying but he did inappropriate behavior. That I would agree to.
Non-violent.
And so non-violent, but innuendo. Hey, you want to hold me? You want to touch me? You know how many people have done that?
Yeah.
Now, but that is a violation of the NFL policy because it makes the Shield look bad. But 2 grand juries found nothing. No charges of any kind. And then the key women said they wasn't testifying to that for whatever the reason. It's over as far as I'm concerned. If he has a punishment to take, it's a 6-game suspension. That's what it is. Let me tell y'all something. If they could do more to this man, they would.
They would have done
That's
it.
a point. Yeah.
If they had more to do, they would. But they knew they had to do something. So, as far as I see, it's
Do
over.
we need a statement from him?
They need to shut his damn mouth.
You don't need to say
up.
nothing. You don't need to say nothing. You got the 6-game suspension.
Shut your mouth, man. He's been making statements all along,
Yeah.
So,
Some believe that the NFL has failed women again with the 6-game suspension. A lot of female journalists are writing that, and they're saying that the NFL has once again, just gave him a slap on the wrist with the 6-game suspension.
the NFL had hired an outside judge to handle this.
A female
and agreed
judge
to
at
do
that.
whatever the judge wanted to do. So it was from an outside counsel. Everybody agreed to this. But we're in the council culture. So everybody now, this whole man career got to be gone.
Man.
All right.
That's all.
We're going to see
We'll
him
keep
this
you
season.
posted on this story, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, here's a question. What's the weirdest place you've ever had sex? Sex, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A military museum in Poland is becoming popular, but popular for the wrong reason. Visitors go there to have sex behind the exhibition. The museum upgraded their entire camera system and found that for some odd reason, people love having sex behind the artwork. So now there is signage. Now there is signage up asking visitors to stop having sex on the property. And what do you think it is that gets them so turned on in a military museum? And what is that about? That's a pretty weird place to have sex.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The uniform.
Well, why you got to put a sign up saying don't have?
Yeah, because it's out of hand. It's just too much. It's popular.
In front of that sign. That's what they're going to do.
But is it something about a military museum that turns people on?
No, I like my house myself.
Yeah.
I know where everything at.
But what is?
Okay, so I have a question.
Can we ask you? Yeah, what is? Go ahead.
And can we ask y'all too?
Shirley,
How about
probably
that?
got that
Can we
same
ask
thing.
y'all too? Because that's always. Can we ask you? Can we ask you? Can we
Because
ask
you're
y'all?
comedians. That's why.
And y'all are real people. Yeah, we
What's
want
the
y'all
question?
Shirley, go ahead. You can
What is the weirdest place?
Yes.
Yes. What is the weirdest place you've ever done it?
I'm 65.
Kier?
So.
I mean, Junior,
well,
what?
Steve, come on, Shirley, because he said he's 65.
I do, but
that's a
he's
disclaimer.
taking too long. He's taking too long.
Oh,
We'll save Steve for last. What you got,
Okay.
Junior?
Oh yeah, I tell you the crazy place I had sex. In the hood, in the back room with roaches everywhere.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I'm mad at you. They light on.
How dare you?
Didn't nobody move. I said, where the hell? They just looking.
Dare you?
Antennas, baby roaches. I'm talking about
gross.
What
Gross.
am I doing in here?
But was it good though?
No, not enough to see no roaches. No, I got to go.
All right, nephew, come on. We're saving Steve for last. What you got? Hurry up.
50-yard line. Texas A&M. Right there, baby.
Never
On the turf.
watching Aggie game again.
I can't see that, man. What?
On the turf, baby.
All in the teeth.
All right.
Sneak in,
all
sneak out. Kyle Field.
All right, Mr. Harvey, you're up.
Go eggs.
Park, the beach, under the bleachers.
This is too much. This list.
At an ice skating rink one time
Really?
in
You were
college.
what? You were
That was
cold.
That's cold. That's cold.
Ice-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cold.
Ice skating rink.
With ice skates on?
No. Laid
Oh.
some coats down on the ice and put my foot up against the board and pushed off.
And slid.
Slid.
Across the ice.
It's the second
Yeah.
slide.
But once I slid out there, it was messed up because trying to get back was hard. I didn't have my shoes on.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Huh, okay.
Tractor, the barn.
The
The
tractor.
barn.
Oh,
The barn.
the barn.
What
How the
happened
hell
to the
you in
barn?
the country? You live in the country and you don't have sex in the barn. Where you finna have it at?
Oh, okay.
Ain't no hotels.
You
Ain't no hotels in
I
the
don't know.
country. The barn is the hotel.
Get out of here on this hay.
Boy. But let me
That's
tell you something
itchy.
about that hay, though. You really need a blanket with that hay. Just go straight hay. It's gonna
Have
be
you done
some.
it with just straight hay?
Yeah, I
Have you
made
gone
that
there?
mistake. That ain't good. You think that sand is rough?
Sounds like an
Draw
Elvis
is
Presley
hail.
movie.
Yeah, it's been a long run for you,
Oh,
boy.
man.
You
Oh,
have
Yeah,
an
I'm
interesting life.
purely house now. House and hotel. Yeah, ain't no more
that's about it.
outside. No, they got
Uh-huh.
cameras everywhere now.
You're
Elevator,
right.
that's over with.
Yeah.
Ever done it
it
while
in
a
the
party was
elevator?
going on?
Oh,
What?
hell yeah.
Wait, what?
While a
I'm
party
okay
was
at the
going on.
party.
Restaurant.
A restaurant.
All right, coming up
What?
in thank you guys. This could
Restaurant.
go on and on, sounds like. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's daughter, Zahara Jolie Pitt, will be a freshman at Ware Spelman College in Atlanta this fall. Over the weekend, Angelina Jolie congratulated Zahara and the rest of her new class of Spelmanites on Instagram. And then in another post, Angelina is trying to learn how to do the electric slide at the Spell House send-off party in L.A. She did. Uh-huh.
That's
But
cute.
congratulations to Zahara. you
Which
know.
one didn't know how to do the electric slide?
Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
We accept that.
But at least she tried. You know, her daughter's going there, so you know she went
Yeah,
down there and tried.
that ain't a hard dance to learn. If you're struggling with
It's
that,
not.
you pretty much you can give up on the Dougie and the Nay Nay.
You just quit on all of it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to do all that. Just go. You can't do the electric slide. My uncle can do the electric slide, and he a minister.
She get ready to struggle with that Cupid shuffle and that.
Oh, the
Oh.
Cupid,
wobble.
yeah, the cha-cha slide, all of that. But
that's cute.
congratulations.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Going to an HBCU, going to Spelman. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I remember when she was a
Zahara.
little girl and everybody was talking about the fact that they had adopted this black baby, you know,
Right.
that because they were one of the first ones to do it. And now she's college age. Yeah.
Well, if I'm the baby,
All right,
I'm
well-
fine.
Celebrity couple adopting
Yeah,
a black
we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time, guys. Would you rather take 5 toddlers to the beach or would you rather take them to Six Flags?
No, I'd rather take
The
them
beach.
to the beach.
Beach.
The beach.
The beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them
Why?
rides.
Take them
Nah.
to the beach. No, not them rides, dog. Them people, no. All them games and different food booths, no. Bathroom, no. We all go in the bathroom at the same time. Let's walk out in the water. Okay, hold
Everybody go.
hands. Ready, go
These
ahead.
are babies now. These
Let's
babies.
walk on back. Don't worry about it. No, we're going to take them $5 to the beach. Yeah, I can watch
Put the
them back.
floaties on and call it a
Oh,
day.
All of
yeah,
that.
come on. We ain't finna go to this park though. We got
right.
to hold hands, watch people.
Would you rather wear a linen suit without underwear, or would you rather wear dress shoes with tube socks?
Dress shoes.
Linen suit, no underwear,
Tube
dress
socks?
shoes, tube
Oh,
socks.
give me the linen suit.
Linen and no drawers. I'm gonna try that.
Commando.
No,
Man,
We gonna
I'm
be
gonna have to
itching
go on
though.
I'm gonna have to go on and put these damn tube socks on. I'll tell you right.
Why?
I
Why,
can't do
Steve?
that. Linen, linen.
Yeah.
It gets wrinkled fast too.
Yeah.
Ain't thick enough, though. Ain't enough support. You know. Hell. No.
All right. Would you rather your face turns red, fire red, when you're aroused, or would you rather your eyes blink real fast when you're aroused?
Oh, mine blink fast anyway. Mine blink immediately when I'm around.
Yeah.
You think I'm trying to give you a signal? Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Junior?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with blink real fast. I don't want to be red. I can't. It's hard to get red in my color. I can't. It's hard. Yeah.
Steve?
I just go on and take the red face. 'Cause I'm not gonna be sitting up in
And
here
everyone will
blinking.
know.
No, you're gonna think I got Tourette. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be blinking my ass.
All right. All right. Would you rather make love for hours once a week, or a quickie twice a week?
Oh,
Make love for hours just once a week, or have a quickie 2 times a week?
Yeah. I do
How
that.
many
That
hours?
still ain't enough.
Yeah.
I do that 1 hour once a
Come
week.
on, you're not a robot.
Yeah. I do that 1 hour once a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put some
That's
time in, some pressure. Yeah, you can do moves. You can try things. You can take a drink. You know what I mean? Get some water.
Yeah.
How long is this going to
You said hours.
Forever?
For hours, once a
but
week.
Man,
once a
them
week.
2 quickies, no, hell no. Mm-mm.
All right, we got to go. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up next at 49 minutes after. It's our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys, our last break of the day. And Steve, before we get to your closing remarks, we want to send our prayers out to the many, many families that have been affected by the severe weather and the flash flooding going on in Kentucky. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear has established the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund to assist those impacted by all the flooding. All donations are tax deductible. You can visit ky.gov. That's ky.gov to help out the residents of Kentucky that were impacted by the flooding. Prayers going up for sure.
Well, in closing, I'd like to remind people it's kind of something we had kind of touched on in the opening of the show. Junior said that he heard a quote. Junior, do you remember what the quote was that you said
Yes,
this
sir.
morning?
It says, if you think the cost of success is high, wait till you get the bill from regret.
One more time, Junior.
If you think the cost of success is high, wait until you get the bill from regret.
We had talked about this morning. If you think the cost of success is high, wait till you get the bill for regret. I've been in that decision before. And everyone gets to those moments in life where you have to turn right or you turn left. And I'm not saying turn right as in the right way or left is the wrong way. I'm just saying everybody gets to a crossroad in life where you have to go this way or that way. What I found in life is that the way that you should go is always the harder route. It usually always is. It looks the least amount of fun. It doesn't show right away what all the upside is. It just looks hard. Then there's an easy way you could take. You can strike out and set your boundaries as difficult and high and hard, or you can take the easy route and go, I ain't going to do nothing. I ain't doing that today. That just looked too hard. I've made the decision before in my life not to take the hard way. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I had nothing but regret. So what I've learned in my travels and in my life experiences is I now understand that success is a process, and it is a difficult process. It is simply hard. But that's my only decision from here on out. And I've been making those decisions since I was nearly 40. I don't take no easy way. I expect it to be difficult. I expect it to be challenging. I know that it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be fraught with disappointment. I know it's going to be most challenging. But I also know it's going to be very, very rewarding. What I will not do is take the nothing route, the easy route, the settle for it route. I ain't going to do this because this right here, man, I just ain't doing that today. Because, buddy, let me tell you something. When you get that bill for regret, when you look back on woulda, shoulda, coulda, man, if I only had went on and faced it, that's a hard one to live with, man. That's a life of regret. And all of us know somebody somewhere who is living in a life of regret. And man, quitting is the biggest sponsor of regret. Because when you quit, you never know what the end could have been. See, often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learns too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. See, that stanza in that poem, Don't Quit, is a very effective one. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup, and he learns too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. That's regret, man, when you give up just in the nick of time. Because giving up assures you one thing and one thing only, that you will not win. That there is no way you can see victory. That's what giving up guarantees. Now, there ain't no guarantee if you stay with it. But the possibility remains that you will succeed and you will become a victor. But see, so to those of you that look at things so wrong all the time, yeah, but see, Steve, you just said even if you stick with it, it ain't no guarantee. Ain't no guarantees in life. But if you stick with it, the possibility remains. Why would you destroy the possibility? Why would you remove all hope? That don't make no sense to me. And even if you fail, if you go a little bit further up the road, you get a little bit more experience, you get a little bit more learning, you get a little bit more knowledge. So the next time, that may be the experience and the knowledge you need to win. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. Don't ever succumb to regret. Stay with it. You never know when God is going to flip the switch. And he ain't never been too late. Those are my closing remarks. Hey, y'all, do yourself a favor. Talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you. And it don't matter if you ain't talked to him in a while. He's a forgiving God. He's forgiven me thousands of times. I'm going to probably use up a few hundred more before I leave this world. I'm going to try to cut it down to just a few hundred and not do the thousands I've done before. God,